Back from vacation and ready for news. Let's talk. What up, viewers? What up? What up? Calc Soups here, and today is Friday, September 29th, and that means it's time for a quick recap of the week in video game news. Had to kind of dig a little for news this week, but I think there's some big things that I still want to talk about. The first of which was Dontnod's next game. Saw a little extended gameplay trailer, about 15 minutes this week, talking about their upcoming game. Dontnod, known for Life is Strange and Vampire, as well as Remember Me and Tell Me Why. Was that also Dontnod? I don't quite remember. Although I did get a little bit of Don't Tell Me Why vibes when I was watching the extended gameplay. But their next game, Banishers: Ghosts of New Eden. You play as I guess, like spiritual medium, running around in like the backwoods in like frontier times, and you're trying to like bring these, you're trying to solve the ghosts issues, and it just kind of has really cool vibes. I mean, that's what you would expect from a lot of Dontnod games. Life is Strange being, the kind of pinnacle of their vibes, definitely capturing the kind of Northeast soundtrack. But yeah, the game looked pretty cool. I'm excited for anything they kind of do. I love Vampire. I even like Tell Me Why. Love playing all of them. So Dontnod is just one of those developers that I buy pretty much anything they put out. And yeah, I was excited to see that. Also got to see the release date for it was just around the corner on November 7th. So I'll be looking forward to picking that up sometime soon. Hopefully when I'm done with my third Baldur's Gate playthrough. Anyway, moving right along, I'm also excited for another game that actually launched this week. Wargroove 2. For those of you who don't remember, Wargroove came out a couple years ago, and it was basically a spiritual successor to Advanced Wars for the Game Boy Advanced. Yeah, so it was just like a top-down, turn-based kind of grand strategy game. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think it was exclusive for the Switch. I don't know if this one still is or if it's expanded to different platforms, but anybody who liked Advanced Wars, I think that's the closest thing I can liken it to. I think you'd probably like that one. The reason it caught on my radar is because I started seeing reviews for it. The last one got an 81 Metacritic. This one got an 81 from GameStop, and I don't think it's been aggregated yet. Most of what I read about it is that it is more of the same. It's slightly bigger, but it's the same formula, and so I think that formula might be a little bit tired. And that's kind of what I was getting from the review. But for anybody like me who likes turn-based kind of strategies, Advanced War, kind of turn-based like a Final Fantasy Tactics kind of thing, only with larger, even Civilization, kind of get that vibe. Building armies up and attacking strategically. I think I love the game, so I'm excited to see the second one is coming out. I've already put it on my list to pick up as soon as I'm done, like I said, with Baldur's Gate. Moving right along, talking about sequels. A lot of sequels we're talking about today. The Talos Principle 2, I think the closest we will get to a Portal game is getting a sequel. And this one's also coming around the corner, launching on November 2nd. So November's starting to fill up, but not quite as crazy as October, but November is filling up. And I haven't actually played the first one, but this one caught my eye, and I've always kind of kept it in the back of my mind of like a game I should probably pick up and play because I really like Portal, and that's kind of I think what the vibe they're going for. Although I think there's maybe something a little bit philosophically deeper with what they're trying to do, but this is just what I get when I look at it. So if you have played Talos Principle, let me know what you think of it down below, and if you're excited for the second one. Be sure to pour one out and reach out to any friends you might have that work at Epic Games. They had a massive layoff this week of close to 1,000 people. I think it was 830 or something like that was some of the numbers I was cited. But yeah, big layoffs at Epic. The response that people were getting where this was related to just cash flow, I think, is that they've been in negative cash flow for a while. I mean, I can kind of make a few guesses at like maybe the last couple seasons of Fortnite haven't been working out very well. I don't know how much money they're spending on Epic exclusive deals and whether or not those are paying dividends. I think there's probably a couple reasons for this. Also, Epic has just kind of been building since Fortnite, and I don't know that they've necessarily leaned for quite a while. I also think there's just general a lot of general trends in entertainment and how entertainment companies are run. And I think even though what I'm mostly referring to is in like the TV and movie stuff with all the strikes, I think just in general the way that entertainment's kind of been built and propped up has been expansion, and I think sometimes that just kind of not quite pops. It's not a bubble, but yeah, I think that it's bound to happen from time to time. But this one's a big one, so reach out to anybody at Epic because they could have lost their job recently. So be sure to reach out to your friends who work there. Moving right along, there is possibly going to be a Jedi 3. I guess the first one being Jedi. Oh God, what was the first one? Jedi Knight something something. I know the most recent one's Survivor. I don't remember what the first one was, but the Cameron Moynihan Cal Kestis games. He caught a little bit of the Tom Holland, and I think he talked out of turn, but he kind of hinted at that there's going to be a third one, which I'm excited for. I think the second one was kind of well received. I played through probably about half of it and loved it. I just think Star Wars Dark Souls for babies totally works for me, and I would love to play more of it. So I am excited to see a third one, and I should probably go back and play the second one, finish it off. Hopefully it's not too many hours. Probably one of the best named games in my memory for now is Wizard with a Gun. Devolver's Wizard game is coming out with a deluxe edition. I really like it when some of these like smaller indie games that cost like $30, throw in two or three, throw in an art book and a soundtrack and make a physical deluxe edition. I know they've not Devolver, but I know a lot of people went wild for like the Disco Elysian physical edition. I think it was just called the Disco edition or something. The Outer Wilds one, I know a lot of my friends went crazy for that. So I just kind of like it when these like smaller $20 digital only games kind of get a physical package yeah, so I'm excited for one for Wizard with a Gun. I still don't know anything about the gameplay, but with a name like Wizard with a Gun, I know I'm probably gonna like it. Also, Devolver does a lot of good stuff, so a lot of things, hit or miss. They do kind of a shotgun approach, but I'm excited for an upcoming Devolver project. And like I said, great name. As a helmet connoisseur, I know right off screen, I have the Titanfall 2 helmet. I've got the Doom Guy helmet. I got an Assassin's Creed helmet. So big helmet fan here. My wife hates them, but I love them. And as someone who's recently come around on the Ahsoka show, you can get a Ahsoka Clone Trooper helmet. So within the show, you've got the Clone Trooper helmets, and they've got different designs on them. And I think it's by the same company that did like the Mandalorian helmet from Mandalorian. So it's like $130 for a really sturdy helmet. And yeah, this one's kind of a white Clone Trooper helmet. But it's got a Lothcat deep Star Wars lore nerd here. But yeah, it's got like a pretty cool design. So just kind of caught my eye this week, and I promised my wife I will not purchase it. But if you pick it up, let me know what you think of it. Read an article this week talking about Binding of Isaac. I haven't thought about Binding of Isaac in quite some time. Even the article I read talked about that it came out 12 years ago, which is forever ago in my collective consciousness. But you can soon play an official version of the co-op. So I assume by the way that they say it official is that people have probably been modding it to play it co-op for quite some time. But there's an official co-op version of Binding of Isaac coming out. So if you want to work your way through a Catholic hellscape with a friend, you'll be able to do that sometime soon. So and we've kind of seen this with like Vampire Survivors going co-op and just coming to these roguelikes and simple games, getting a co-op version. Don't Starve, getting co-op. Don't Starve Together. So I can kind of see this kind of co-op trend. And Binding of Isaac, the fact that it hasn't had an official one since the 12 years that it launched. Kind of surprised me, but cool to see that there. Speaking of Baldur's Gate 3, the cast of all the companion characters played a D&D session as their characters. I haven't yet to watch it. It's definitely on my watch list, but they got together, they played through it. I think there's going to be multiple sessions, so I think only the first and or second one are out. But definitely definitely worth a view. You get 6 characters, even though Baldur's Gate only allows you to have 4 characters in a party. Uh, Looking at you, Larian. But yeah, I think it should be fun. I think there's a lot of characters to interact with, and I'm kind of excited to see what they do in a D&D session. Last but not least, no one told me that there was a Tomb Raider Lara Croft TV show coming out soon. It is an animated TV show coming to Netflix, but we had to see a little teaser of it this week, and got me a little excited. I'm excited for Lara Croft is one of the original kind of characters in games that I played growing up, so I am very excited to see kind of what they do. I was still fingers crossed for another Alicia Vikander Tomb Raider movie, but I know that that's probably not going to happen ever since IDOS sold off the rights to Embracer. Is that what happened? Gosh, Embracer owns everything. But yeah, I'm excited for a Lara Croft Netflix series, so looking forward to checking that out sometime soon. But that's it for this week. Let me know if you feel I forgot anything down below in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this content. If you do, please follow, like, and subscribe to me on YouTube and Twitch so you can see more great content like this. I'll have links down below in the description. Thanks again. I hope you have a super day. I hope you have a super weekend. And I hope you have a super day. Bye.